Hey guys,
Hey,
Colin here.
guess what? Guess what today is?
What is today?
Today, right now, is post Star Wars coma.
Is it?
Last night during the Monday Night Football game, I don't know if anybody saw it. I don't know. Maybe a few people did. The Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens final trailer was released.
That's what everybody's been talking about.
It was brilliant.
No, seriously, I watched this trailer like 6 times in the car alone last night. It was ridiculous. It's so perfect.
I mean, it was absolutely brilliant.
I can't even.
It's on a scale of 1 to 10 or 1 to even. I can't.
You ruined that.
Whatever.
Let's just get into the trailer.
Okay, so we're gonna do. Everybody's doing a visual breakdown, frame by frame. We're not gonna do that. We're just gonna talk about it. The first thing I want to mention is concerning Kylo Ren. Okay, we're not gonna go in order. So we see there's a couple of things about his one main shot. All right. Number one, we get to hear his voice, slightly filtered, but at least better than like Bane.
Well, yeah, but it's through the mask. So
yeah, it's through the mask. So I really am interested in what the red laser that's creeping across in front of his the Imperial ship or the First Order ship is.
I wonder
if that has to do with the giant Death Star looking thing in the poster that was released. On top of that, he says, I will finish what you started. And he says
and then you see
the Darth Vader mask.
We don't know if he's saying it to them. We don't know if he has the mask or if that's just clever editing.
I think he's got it. I think he's got it.
Which he could. But another interesting thing is, obviously, you see in the poster that was released on Sunday, you see like the planet, what looks to be like a Death Star planet.
Yeah.
Well, in the trailer, there's a moment where you, like during all the dogfighting scenes between the X-Wings and the TIE fighters, you see them fighting above
some sort of a
snowy planet with a trench structure.
Which I'm totally calling it right now, Hoth Trench Run.
I mean, I don't think it's Hoth. But
no, but it's Hoth-ish.
Yeah.
I'm totally calling it.
There's a little bit more vegetation on there than there was in Hoth. But it looks like that planet in the poster has a giant trenchway running around it.
It does, yeah, if you go look at it. And then there's the giant hole that I imagine would be the laser that also happens to look like the Black Sun insignia. If you look at it, looks like the Black Sun insignia.
Which, I mean, if any of you guys have played also Knights of the Old Republic or Knights of the Old Republic 2 specifically, the sequel, or if you are a lore nut and an expanded universe fan, you might know about a thing called the Star Forge, which was an ancient dark side weapon that was basically the Death Star on steroids.
Yeah.
Like 10 times bigger, I think. It was just a massive weapon, and it was more powerful. And this thing was crazy. And so maybe they're taking from the expanded universe. We've already seen them take from the universe in some aspects. So maybe they could be taking from there. I don't know.
So also concerning Kylo, you get to see a shot of him and the Knights of Ren. He's the only one with a lightsaber.
And they totally look like that squad's about to drop like the sickest dark side genocide in the last like 30 years.
The sickest dark side beat ever. Beat down.
Better bring them a shrubbery.
Wrong universe, bro. Wrong universe.
Oh, come on. Monty Python is in every universe.
So that was really cool.
And then you see him and Finn going at it. You see Finn's like, oh my God.
Finn's face.
And okay, I'm just saying from the back, Kylo totally looks like Jon Snow. I'm totally calling Darth Snow here. That is completely his body double. I mean,
again, wrong universe.
It can work. Long claw.
So then we also have Maz Kanata speaking to Rey in the very beginning, the opening of the trailer, which I loved because the first trailer started with a shot of Finn.
And the very first teaser. The last one starts with Rey.
Which are exactly a year apart. Last November was the first teaser. This November is the final trailer.
That's true.
So she's scavenging in what I'm going to assume is an Imperial Star Destroyer that was crashed on Jakku, and we've all seen that shot, that pan.
Which, from the kind of new expanded universe, I guess, from like the 30-year difference, we know there was a gigantic super Star Destroyer that crashed there during the battle. It was like they scuttled it rather than letting the Republic take control.
And from our friends at IO9 who did the frame by frame, when her ship or a ship is taking off and flying above the sand, in the bottom right corner, we have what looks to be an AT-AT foot.
Yeah, it looks to be one of the little like bird legs,
little flappy things, which I found pretty cool. That was highly interesting,
highly analytical. One of the AT-AT flappy things.
I think that's what they were officially called.
Robot camel flappy hooves.
We have a couple of what could be very telling and I don't know, just very emotional shots. You see Rey crying over something that looks to be leathery. Could be someone in a leather jacket.
Or a giant walrus.
No. Or from a certain shot, there could be some hair there from a certain angle. There could be some hair, maybe a little more than a human would have.
I swear to God, if you say Chewbacca, I'm going to punch you.
I'm just saying.
It could be. Don't say it.
I am more inclined to believe it's somebody in a leather jacket, and I don't necessarily think that they're dead.
Yeah.
I just think that they're on the ground, and if you look, it's a snowy planet.
It's the same one that we've been seeing that the First Order is on. When we actually hear, it's kind of faint, like we can't really make out what he's saying, but we hear General Hux, who's Donald Gleason's character, addressing the
First Order.
Yeah.
Which we've seen that shot before, just from reverse Hux's point of view.
Right.
So there was that, and then Han and Leia consoling each other.
Yep. Which was, I think, the other most interesting shot.
It could be that shot could go one of two ways. That could either be holy crap, I'm glad to see you, consolation, tears, hug,
old people,
or somebody left, or God forbid died, maybe.
Yeah. And we see in one of the other shots, now I'm not adding to this like Chewie died theory because I hate that.
But he has a bandage.
Yes, he does have a bandage. It's a shot with Chewie, Han, and Rey, I believe. It's either Finn or Rey, but I think it's Rey. And where Han's like looking up into the corner, and his jaw like drops, and they've got their hands up like they're surrendering.
They're like, what the heck?
So
I'm totally calling it. Luke shows up in an X-wing.
Or Poe.
I'm calling Luke.
Poe's like, I'm excited
Where is
for
Luke?
him. Yeah.
Where is Luke?
Well,
okay, so we still have the same R2
hand on R2 thing, which we're all pretty certain that it's Luke.
Oh, it's totally Luke.
I mean,
everybody's
it couldn't be anybody else.
I mean, that's the only time we see R2 in the entire trailers, right?
Where the heck?
In all of the
where
trailers.
Else would R2 be?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, come on.
Let's see what else.
Well,
should we talk about the Mandalore?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to talk a little more about Luke, but yeah, go for it.
Okay, so there's a shot with Han, Finn, Rey, and BB-8, and they're walking into some sort of structure,
like a homestead. Or something.
It's got like flags or banners or fabric of some kind hanging from the ceiling. There's a red droid that's walking out away from them, and if you frame it, you pause it in a certain frame, if you look way up in the top corner, you can see a mythosaur painted. What looks to be a mythosaur, it's the Mandalorian.
Well, I don't think it looks to be a mythosaur. Like when we looked for it this morning, that was the actual Mandalorian symbol.
Exactly.
Which I'm insanely excited about.
I don't know. I don't know what to make of that one.
And there was something interesting too. I think it might have been like the epilogue of Aftermath, or it was some little vignette on Tatooine where there were a couple of scavengers who find in a sand crawler or in some kind of junk pile a set of armor that had been corroded and half destroyed, and the scavenger was like, "This totally looks like acid burned it." And it was a suit of Mandalorian armor, and he puts it on and he's like, "I'm the new lawmaker, ho." Not like that, but
just
but
like
it's a set of
around or whatever.
But it's a set of Mandalorian armor. And he puts it on. He's like, this this kind of feels like it's been corroded like acid. Which
Interesting.
The Sarlacc stomach is acid because obviously it breaks down its food. So
Boba Fett did survive.
Boba Fett lives. Now we don't know if we're gonna
Half-Life
see
3
an
confirmed.
Oh my god, I'm gonna punch you. We don't know if we're gonna see an old Boba Fett, which would be cool.
That would be brilliant.
But I mean, we know that a lot of the clone troopers from the Clone Wars series and Rebels, they defected from the army and they had families and children and all that.
Yeah.
They could have children. They could reproduce. So it could be, Boba's son or something.
Could be.
Which would just be awesome.
That would be super sweet.
Either way, I hope if Boba Fett shows up or if a clone trooper shows up in some aspect, they are fighting alongside the Resistance.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine why they wouldn't be. So, all right, you want to talk about the... I'm trying to think. There was so much.
Well, one thing I did want to touch on with Luke, and it kind of goes into what I think was the best line of the whole freaking trailer from Han, where he's saying, it's all true.
Yes.
The dark side, the Jedi, all of it, it's true. And it's really interesting because two things. Number one, Han was a total unbeliever throughout the whole original trilogy.
Yeah.
He called the Force a hokey religion, and he's like, hokey religions and ancient weapons and bullcrap are no match for a good blaster.
Yep.
So he was an unbeliever. Now he's pushing that belief. He is telling Rey it is all true. That is a huge step for him. That's a character arc that has been going for the past 30 years.
So it sounds to me like the Jedi have even gone further underground in the last 30 years since Return of the Jedi.
Well, yeah, and we know that after the Battle of Jakku, Han, Luke, and Leia, all three went their separate ways.
Yeah.
So we have like Han and Chewie went to get rid of some smuggling rings who were apparently fighting with the Empire or something like that.
Yeah.
Leia went off to try to reform the Senate and became a general with the New Republic alongside Admiral Akbar. And Luke goes off into seclusion on another planet that starts with D, and I don't remember the name.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember that.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
I don't know. It has an M in there somewhere. But went to commune with the Force and try to rebuild the Jedi Order and even build a temple on that planet. So he was trying, but what happened in that 30 years?
Yeah, well, we've got two more novels coming up post-Aftermath, Star Wars Aftermath,
right,
that are going to be released before Episode 7, and we've got the litany of comic series. Particularly Shattered Empire, although I'm not sure if that's going to be just 4 issues or not. I'm caught up. I caught up yesterday on the 3. I think the 4th one comes out tomorrow.
Oh, sweet.
It will New Comic Wednesday.
That's true.
So I'm sure we'll find out something, and if we don't find out something by the 17th, I'm sure we'll find out in the film.
Yeah. We'll see what's been going on, but I don't know. It's just going to be. It's going to be really strange to see, like, this is a different world than what we've lived in. What I've lived in most of my life is...
Yeah, it's going to be completely different.
The original trilogy and the prequels, obviously, we had the Republic and the Confederation, the Separatists. We have the Rebellion and the Empire. Now it'll be the New Republic. On film, obviously, we've had the New Republic in the EU. We have the New Republic and the Imperial remnants, and then somewhere along the way, the First Order comes into business,
and the Resistance,
which means the New Republic must have fallen. But somebody brought up an interesting theory that they would like to see the New Republic becoming almost like another empire, like it gets they become like that Iron Fist dictatorship almost.
The New Republic?
Yeah. That now obviously it's not at the behest of Leia
how I feel
or anything,
about that.
but it would be interesting to see that like their empire infiltrates them and destroys them. I don't know. I don't think that's what'll happen.
I don't know how I feel about that at all.
I don't know. It feels very depressing, to be honest, but we'll see. I don't know. Everybody's got their theories.
There was so much in the trailer. I mean, just kind of scrolling through the collection of GIFs on the internet. It's just, there's so much. I mean, we have a shot of Rey crying over somebody in the snow. somebody that looks like he might be wearing a leather jacket or is dark brown of some nature. I'm not going to say who. No, the clothing would be dark brown.
Don't even assume that it's Chewie, because I know you brought that up to me at some point here, and I might have to smack you.
You know, there's the Han and Chewie with their jaws dropped sequence, which I'm totally calling Luke arriving.
I don't know.
In his busted up X-wing.
I think it could be Poe. I don't know.
I'm calling Luke.
I'm being realistic here, but Luke. I don't know. We see BB-8 in Poe Dameron's X-wing. He's like looking out over, like, that looks to be a crap ton of TIE fighters.
Yeah, the dogfight sequences look amazing.
It's amazing.
Everything.
Like, it's making me really, really excited for Battlefront, because it looks just like that.
I mean, I'm so incredibly stoked for this film. I cannot contain it.
And what was there's another mysterious character that we're still wondering about, like
Captain Phasma, right?
Yeah, like the most random character who we know as little about her as we do about Luke, and just about everything Abrams has done with this is deliberate. So obviously they're hiding something about her.
See, that's the thing to keep in mind here, is that if there's anything shown, not shown, any like musical cues that go along visually, everything that Abrams does is absolutely deliberate.
Like the non-reveal of Finn and Rey's last names.
Exactly.
He's even said it's for a reason.
Yeah, there is an absolute reason why we don't know anything about Luke. There's a reason why we don't know anything about Captain Phasma. It would stand to, reason.
What if Phasma was one of their, like, daughters?
That's interesting.
That'd be weird. I'm just bringing that up, but I don't know.
I'm totally calling Finn, or Rey and Kylo are both solos. I'm totally calling an expanded Jaina and Jason situation.
I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that that Finn and Rey are both children of Leia, but Finn is by Lando after a drunken one-night stand after a game of Pazak. And Rey is the legitimate child of Han Solo.
Oh, God.
I don't know. We could see it's...
You need to stop drinking this early.
This universe is screwed up. We all know it. All right. There's some screwed up points.
Man, I'm still reeling. I have no words. I mean, Euphoria.
Yeah.
I'm in Star Wars food coma.
I don't know, man.
Star Wars coma.
I can't even.
I'm literally right now.
This is obviously for you more so because you were
I've been a fan longer.
Yeah, you've been a fan. Well, you've been alive longer.
And
you kind of experienced the hype before the Phantom Menace let down.
Well, I experienced the hype of the special edition re-releases in the theaters in the mid-'90s.
Well, yeah, that's true. And now, like I've said before, now we're all kind of down to the same level. All of us, no matter if we've been a Star Wars fan for 10 years or 30 years.
We're all on the same plane of this point.
We're all children again. And I kind of like it.
So yeah, I mean, I'm super stoked for this.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to know more, you can check out the HoloNet on the homepage of nerdly.net. You can also check it out in the Nerdly app.
We'll be sharing stuff on Facebook, posting on Instagram and Twitter.
We're going to have tons more Star Wars news as the date approaches.
We'll have another Star Wars week, too.
Yeah, well, we're probably going to have two, I think,
yeah, we do
aren't we? Because, I mean, we're going to do one for the release of Battlefront, and then we have another one. Our final full Star Wars week will be the week of the release, and then we're also going to be doing live streaming, live podcasting in line at our local theater. We're going to be doing interviews with other fans, and you can check out all the cosplay. And
it's going to be a fun night.
It's going to be fantastic.
No matter where you guys are. I mean, we'll probably have something up on Periscope.
Yeah, we'll be Periscoping live that day. So, in God willing, we'll have some sweet Star Wars swag for you guys to pick up. Nerdly Star Wars swag. This will be exclusive for Episode 7. You will never get another piece of this again. So
you should feel special.
If you want to know and stay up to date on all that stuff, go to the website, nerdly.net, sidebar, sign up for the mailing list. We don't spam you. We just let you know about the cool crap we're doing.
Yep. And if you want to see any more like trailer breakdowns or anything like that, or
let us know.
Yeah. If you want to see any more YouTube videos on your Facebook or anything like that, comments at nerdly.net. Hit us up on Facebook and Instagram. We're always up to have like a cool conversation with awesome people. So yeah, thank you guys.
Thank
for
you guys.
Watching this.
May the Force be with you.